There, now I'm
God, I don't
recording.
think that needed to be. Yeah, what I said didn't need to be recorded, honestly.
Guys, Mafalk is mad about his you know.
They blocked me on Necromancer Instagram. The phone.
They blocked him on Necromancer Tinder. How dare they?
I showed you my bone.
Please respond.
I sent bone.
Unsolicited bone pics are not allowed. You are extremely quiet.
Oh, dude, you wanna?
I turned it
I fucking love the invisible traps in Darkest Dungeon. Oh yeah.
Never managed to get into Darkest Dungeon. I only like the art style, but the game itself is just, it doesn't click with me.
See, I was like that, and then I went on vacation, and I didn't have my computer with me, so the only, like, interesting game that I could play on my Switch was DD. And so I did, like, nothing but play DD when it was raining for, like, 4 hours a day, and then I didn't beat it eventually, so I got it on the PC so I could play it some more, and, like, with, like, quality of life mods, so it's actually fun.
I see.
I need to beat it so I can play DD2 or I'll never forgive myself.
Potential mods to fix the game is a way I could probably play it, but
I mean, like,
never work.
The issue for me is just like the game feels really slow, and that's kind of like what pisses me off a lot of the time. So I just like I grabbed a quality of life mod to make the game quicker.
You're not allowed to make it quicker. How dare you?
Sorry about it.
As I've been trying to say, I feel not very well, so this during a session I'm probably gonna be very quiet.
I'm sorry about that, man.
Alright. Now, is there anything anyone wants to
general,
talk about?
Like to close it off for everyone, so my question would be, I wanted to ask something, I'm asking something to Rune, like I'm trying to at least.
Not allowed.
God damn it. Rune, are you sure you want us to have this session if you're not feeling okay?
It's been weeks. Probably should, yeah. We're all here, right?
As long as you're not feeling bad. Like, I don't want this to be like us, you know, dragging you through this kind of deal, you know?
No, that's fine. I'll just be very quiet.
Okay.
I sent Nilgar the blurry picture of the turtle when he sent me the "It's Go Time" gif.
Oh yeah, the Super Auto Pets turtle?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Super Auto Pets is kind of like a fire game. It's really good.
Yeah, Colton is obsessed with it.
Hang on, before we start, I'm gonna go drink several gallons of milk.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Fucking goddamn it.
Yeah.
Of course I bring the fucking poison gang, and I didn't do my research, and every fucking enemy in the Warrens is immune to poison. My bad.
What do you
Darkest
play?
Dungeon?
Oh.
Yeah. Darkest Dungeon. Yeah.
I should have figured it out from
angry
context
game.
clues of the conversation. Literally moments prior.
It's okay. You're okay.
Am I?
Yeah, I'll stop playing once the session starts. No. Fuck off, Nail Guy. Holy shit!
Make me, bitch!
I will. Don't tell me with a good time, fucking cutie patootie over there.
Oh, yeah? You want to put your lips where my lips are and we'll figure it out?
Yes. Yes, I do want to put my lips where your lips are.
I really hope that your girlfriend watches this one in particular.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Do you know how much she has to do with me like hitting on my friends all the time?
I thought she was gonna say deal with how much you like just compliment me off camera.
Yeah, oh that too. Yeah, I'm like constantly talking about like how much I suck your dick, like
Yeah, I'm
metaphorically,
surprised
how
he's
much I
not
wish I
getting
was doing it
couples.
literally.
Yeah.
You have that one picture of you printed, the one that you have your nails sticking out, like, and you were like masturbating.
You've got a shrine
Yeah,
set up
yeah.
in your fucking dorm room.
I make her put on a Dylan mask when we have sex. Oh, yeah, my roommate's like really uncomfortable actually.
Yeah.
He deserves
No, he doesn't.
Like, can he really fault me? I'm just trying to get my jollies off, so nail guy.
Of course.
He can look. He can go sleep some.
Oh, got silent.
Guy fits your Wizard King. The stage magician.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's magical, right?
Yeah, it's magic time.
Yeah.
So
Gonna be going to the
remember
Magic
a
Kingdom
kind of
every
this-
night.
Oh, fuck off.
yes.
Ugh, gross.
Fucking, like,
Oh
It's
man.
only gross
no,
if you don't.
now I'm
enjoy
just
it.
imagining just like fucking middle of sex, just pulling paint behind your ear. Is this your card?
Is this your condom? Oh my god, you found it.
It's
Ah,
behind their
thanks,
ear.
man.
I got a
Guy.
refurbished condom off of Walmart.com.
Ew.
I-
Refurbished.
When
Dude,
I
oh
worked.
my god, that reminds me of something that happened at work on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I clean up like trash and shit in the
Ew.
mornings in my dorm.
Who's
I mean,
shitting in your
it's-
dorm when you have to clean it?
Like
His
toilets.
Oh.
Bro. but yeah, so it's like it pays really well because I'm assigned 4 hours, but it only takes me like an hour to do my job, but I still get paid for 4, so it's pretty cool. But either way, so I'm almost done with my job. It's like early on a Sunday afternoon, and I get to one of the trash groups, and there's this like fucking pile of trash on top of the trash can. And on top of the pile is a fucking, like, bloody condom, like, covered in blood. Like, this is a public trash can, man. I was just like, what the hell?
Nice.
I don't think condoms are supposed to be bloody, dude.
They are if you don't know what you're doing.
How the fuck do you fuck up a condom, though?
There
Well,
are
I'm thinking
ways.
My dude was just really, really, really desperate, and somebody was on the wrong time of month.
That. Why do I have 3 pings on Discord yet? Oh, I see it now. Okay. There's a
Like, my guy was desperate.
when I worked at Walmart.com, me and a friend got bored and we realized that because we were using I believe Firefox for a lot of our like browser shit, we could inspect element and edit pretty much anything on the website to say what we want, but not necessarily the live website, just what was on our screen. So I pulled up a box of condoms and I edited it to
Nice.
say refurbished condoms. And I called over
Oh,
one of my coworkers because he was doing the supervisor role at that moment, and he's walking up and down the aisles helping whoever needs it. I'm like, hey, did you know we sold refurbished condoms on the website for like $6.90? No, what? That's the thing you could do? Yeah. It says right here in the description, they bleach it several times over.
$6.90.
Yeah. And my coworker next to me, he's like, also, apparently this flat screen TV here says that it's free as long as you bring in a 6-pack and 2 hookers.
Sounds hygienic.
And
Oh my God.
we didn't tell him, and he's like, "Oh, what?" And so he called over the manager for the time, and he's looking it over like, "What is this live? This can't be live." And my friend's like, "Oh no, don't worry, I think I got it fixed." And he just refreshed the page, and it's gone. And they're like, "Okay, good." And they both walked away. I'm like, "How the fuck did you get away with that?"
Fixed the stuff.
Yeah, he's like, "How did I get away with that?" I'm surprised that they
That's
still believe
so
refurbished
funny.
condoms are a thing we sell and that it's normal.
That's so fucking funny. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this shit we did when we worked at that really shitty location. I can say I worked for Walmart.com because it's been years. 2, technically, I worked for a different company because Walmart's a lazy piece of shit. In fact, if you ever email Walmart.com and you get a response that makes almost no fucking sense and seems like a toddler wrote it, or someone who's not of American descent, It's straight up because their email team at the time that I worked there, at least, was based in Guatemala.
Oh.
I had so many people call, like, yeah, I tried emailing to get this fixed out, but I don't know what the fuck they're saying. And I'm like, yeah, I understand. Best part was I could, like, there was little boxes to show, like, issues. We had to document everything. And I got to see any and all of the email responses that these people would send out. And yeah, it was straight up fucking gibberish. And they got paid.
Yeah.
And Teal's drinking a lot of milk.
He did say he was preparing for, like, as much as possible, I guess.
Hey man, don't knock it till you try it, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I like milk. Like a lot.
Yeah. See?
Some might be too much milk, you know.
No, not enough milk, I think. I think that's the issue, really.
I see what you're saying. So the fucking session because Teal died of a milk overdose.
Yeah, it's just like it's not in good faith at this point.
Yeah. Teal's secretly just been back for, like, the last 5 minutes, and he just hasn't realized he's been muted.
Oh, I hope that's the case.
That
That'll
would be
fun.
pretty funny.
Sure it isn't, though.
I could
Oh.
hear you the entire time I was drinking milk.
Oh.
Teal!
Fucking Teal and your milk!
I like how...
Welcome to the fit game, guys. We're professional.
Yeah, we're 12 minutes
No,
into
we're
the
milk
pre-game
podcasters.
podcast. Speaking of, I'll share some fun shit. For the Woods server, we're working on setting up a podcast that's more or less just gonna be like, if you've ever listened to Welcome to Night Vale, think that, but it's specifically for the Woods. So it's just a bunch of, like, kind of weird news reports for a odd location.
How do I join?
Yeah.
That sounds so fun. That sounds like extremely up my alley.
Oh yeah, there
Yeah.
may or may not be, like, guest NPC interviews. We're still hammering out details and shit, but it's something that we
Yeah,
are.
we
I
are.
would be
Yeah.
so down to participate in any way possible. I'm sure
Yeah,
my
we'll-
acting teacher would
we'll-
fucking, like, cream himself.
I'll
We'll
say
keep
that
you
even though-
online.
I'll say
We'll
this,
keep you
even
on the
though I'm
line.
sure that I'm probably, like, I'm definitely one of the least active people in terms of that group other than
Same.
chats and posting random art. I will say that if you do an NPC interview, I'd be down to, like, just make up a character and be interviewed just to do
Facts.
some
That sounds
fucking
so fun.
dumb improv shit. I'd be
He's
down for
going to
that.
interview a potted plant.
You think
No,
I
not the
haven't
potted
before?
plant.
Yeah,
bush.
dude.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
do.
it's a returning guest.
That was Nail Guy just chose violence there. I'm scared.
I do know some
No,
more
you
things
know,
that are in
you
the
know what you
works
should do?
that not even the Fae in the Woods know. For the most part, a majority of them do. It's something that I'm hammering out with a few other
Ooh.
people that I can't talk about yet, and it's not going to change a lot, but it is, and that's the only thing I will say about it. Bobby,
Yes.
do you have
What's up, man?
your diary prepared?
Of course I have my diary prepared for the start of the session, because, we do it every session. Why wouldn't I have that set up?
Ah, good.
that
So
we
you're
could,
not
like,
stalling for
read it
time.
immediately?
Excellent.
Yeah,
Read
of course.
No,
Immediately.
I'm not stalling for time at
Speaking
all.
of stalling- Speaking of segues,
no.
now,
That's
guy.
good, Bobby.
No,
what? Is
I
it,
wouldn't. I
is the
wouldn't
thing
do
you were
that.
talking about the thing I know, or is the thing I don't know, or is it the thing that we all know? Is it the thing we don't know?
Man.
It's the thing you
Alright,
don't
so
know.
we started at the end of the
Wonderful.
week of downtime, right? That was the last session.
No.
Wait,
We
one
No.
It was farther. It was
I
when,
mean,
when
it
we
was
left for
farther.
Kind
Tourmaline?
of. You had
Yeah,
your
we
week of
went to the-
downtime.
we
You
went
left
to
for
the
Tourmaline,
train
and you had just arrived there.
Yeah.
I know exactly where we left
Oh,
off.
yeah. We had like 0 notes for this session. I forgot. We didn't do a whole
Okay,
lot.
so, we left off just after Scotty picked up Grimlar's cash because he couldn't go into the stores because he's a fucking bear.
Yeah, they had
Right,
an
right.
agreement.
Okay, so here's what I
Zanza
have.
got a
So
room.
yeah. So
That
we
was
head
a
off the
bit
Tourmaline. It's capital freezing here. Grimlar's having a good time.
I'll say what
I'm-
I remember from my perspective as well.
yeah,
after
we can just go through like everybody.
Yep.
I'm
nobody's
huddling with
back.
her Scotty. Perhaps his constant smoking will provide warmth.
No,
Scotty
he
seems
left
to be.
alone in the fucking. Oh wait, this is you
This
reading
is
what
earlier.
happened. Shit.
Yeah.
I was
Scotty
not
seems to be
paying
very
attention.
upset with the cold, smoking and yelling a bit. I head to the warmth with the dogs, the others follow. Scotty's insistent on sleeping on the ground. I want him to sleep on the bed so his joints don't hurt too bad. He complains all the time. I'm too weak to stop him, that asshole. Scotty and the wizard go out to see the bear. Apparently he wanted to buy a fishing net, tackle, and 2 lamps. Once they're gone, I get the dogs to make the bed more. I forgot she had like a vendetta. Like she was gonna make you
Oh, yeah, that
sleep
was
in
a whole
fucking
fight about
bed.
it.
Yeah, that's it. That's most of my notes are just Scotty's like a dickhead for not sleeping in this bed.
I know there was a piece of interaction I had with the NPC of the tavern.
Oh
or
right,
the
yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
Mafalk actually, like, she was speaking about, like, there was the whole situation with the father dying or something like that. And she was mentioning something of the backstory of the place and
Yeah.
something like that, and
She
Mafalk was genuinely
mentioned
furious.
she mentioned that her she's a teenager. She mentioned her father is bedridden currently, and she
Right,
was
I'm gonna write this stuff down.
she was kind of humming / singing a song to herself,
Yes.
and
And
you were asking about like the
The
song
details on
itself
that.
because it was like a really odd story, the song, when you listen to the lyrics, and the rest of
Story
the
to
party
that.
the rest of the party's like,
Yeah.
we want to sleep.
there was a story to that, yeah.
Yeah, and so
Well, we basically ended it with, like, her telling, like, saying that she'll talk about it, and then we ended the session, basically.
yeah, she said
Right.
that she would, I believe, tell you in the morning, because the rest of your party was trying to egg you on to like go the fuck to sleep, because it's
This looks like a
Minecraft
crime
and
subject.
because it's Minecraft and the fucking
His
like
bones are weak. Perfect.
it's Minecraft and those fucking weird
Yes.
hallucination
Okay.
demon flying things are flying around, and everyone's like, "Go to sleep, damn it, we need day." Phantoms, whatever they are. Oh no. Did I lose my connection? Connections are available. Well, I would love to connect.
Last.
Well,
Make some tea, man.
there we
If you're-
go.
I hope he's okay.
Scotty leaves.
Oh.
Male guy. There we go.
Yeah, my internet did
That
not
was
like
the worst
all of us
timing.
talking at the same time.
Yeah.
Today's particularly, it seems like how we are talking over each other. I think it's a weird, like, Discord thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
we are.
being wacky.
Thing with Discord is you're always on a slight delay. So when you hear someone, it's after they've already stopped speaking slightly,
Yeah.
and you start speaking, and they hear you after you've already started speaking. So it's just a feedback loop of awkward mess ups.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of is.
Okay, so what are we doing since Scotty won't be in the session? How are we working around this?
Did he drop out? Like, what happened?
well,
He's feeling
Scotty-
really sick right now, and he stays sleeping.
Yeah, he basically, like, from the story perspective at least, he hasn't really come back from wherever
Yeah.
he was going. He went
He's
to get
shopping.
stuff for the bear, technically.
Right, yeah, so
I was
it'll be
talking about
Scotty.
Rune himself.
Oh,
Rune
he's
does,
really
Rune
sick
doesn't
right
feel
now.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Rune's not great.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Then yeah, we can just do some like shenanigans around this town. Get some lore dump from this one chick regards to a single song that she was singing.
Oh boy,
Okay.
lore dump's my favorite.
For
yeah.
the lore dump, as
Lore dump.
soon as Scotty goes shopping, can I begin to make snowmans that encircle the town?
Why?
Because I want to make friends.
I'll allow it.
I mean, like, I guess.
And besides, the cold doesn't bother me like you peons.
I was really hoping you would start singing the fucking line.
I hope that he was gonna say the cold doesn't bother me anyway. I was like, come on.
The cold
Nah.
doesn't bother him anyway.
I'm disappointed in you, Theo.
By the end of this campaign,
how
Grimoire
some
will have a
distant-
mansion made of ice and a giant snow golem and a miniature stupid snow golem.
Yes.
Makes everything seem small.
I mean, to be fair, it is a pretty big bear, so you know.
Yeah. All right. So you guys rest for the night. Scotty comes down with dysentery. I don't know, and is bedridden for however long this session may be.
Dogs, damn it.
In the meantime, Mafalk will be one of the first ones to come down, unless the others also plan on waking up. However early Mafalk might plan to.
No, Xantha sleeps in. She's a writer. She has to get her beauty sleep.
Ah, yes.
She writes her face in every book.
Yes. Every day.
Unfortunate for the readers.
Oh! So apparently
Anyway.
Mafalk goes downstairs and suddenly the bear is dead, but that's weird.
Family Guy death pose.
I guess I'm going to have to add it
Yeah.
to the pile.
There's blood all over fucking why can't I remember your character's name for some odd fucking reason?
Ooh.
Don't remind him, just let him think.
No, I'm not gonna.
It's Grimlar.
No, not you.
Not
What?
me?
Yeah, Bobby, your character.
Not telling you.
Good. So Bobby's got blood all over his hands, and it happens to be bear blood if anyone ever investigates it.
Shit.
How can you figure out it's
How
bear
did you-
blood? It's made of honey. Who cares? I don't know.
How did
Moss
you
and
know
honey.
I'm covered in bear blood? That's how I always like calm down before going to bed.
Yeah, bear blood is
Wait,
notorious
how
moss
would
and
it be
honey.
honey? There's no bees up here.
Moss and honey.
True.
So wait, were you like, is this like a meme or is
That was a meme.
Xantha
That was a
actually
joke.
like?
No, jeez.
Okay.
This is a bit.
I was like, or does
I
Xantha
made the
actually,
joke
like,
because
covered in
Teal-
fucking blood?
No, I made the joke
No,
because
it'd be
Teal
funny if it was
jokes.
a nightmare.
Oh, okay, yeah, understandable. I probably would kill Teal in this situation too if I had the opportunity. Fucking
I'm
watch
sorry,
yourself,
I'm just
Teal.
too thick.
Watch yourself, Teal. I'm coming. Once I find you, I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry,
come.
I'll just pick you up by the top of your head.
Okay.
He
I'll
also
allow
has
it.
a lot of empty milk jug as protection, you know? Like, he has a
Yeah.
full wall of milk jugs. You gotta be
Oh,
careful.
yeah,
you
that's
can't
true.
stop me.
I can't stop you. Your time is now.
Welcome to die, something, something, X-Men quotes. Anyway,
Oh no.
so, Mafalk will go down the stairs and reach out to the person that promised him a good story. So, that's what he'll do.
She is busy cleaning tables for the morning after the long night and sees Mafalk come down and remembers that she promised last session, which for a moment she ponders, why did I say session? In my head. And then snaps out back to reality before looking to
Oh, there
Mafalk.
goes gravity.
Yeah, before looking to
Oh,
Mafalk
good.
and saying, up early for the story?
Indeed.
Call
I'm
up
quite
Sean
curious to
Hannity.
see how it goes.
She informs Mafalk that the song references a tale that happened about 50 years ago. A mysterious woman who was lined in a who was wearing a fur-lined red cloak stopped at the east side, which is the name of this place, on her way to Lonelywood. Because the woman was alone and frightened, the innkeepers, a pair of retired adventurers who happened to be her grandparents, not the woman's, but this teenager's grandparents, tried to console her. The woman gave them a ring as payment for their hospitality. Not long afterward, a howling wind burst into the inn and tossed the woman about like a rag doll, slamming her into the walls, the tables, literally everything and anything. The innkeepers intervened, giving the woman time to escape. The evil wind battered Marta's grandparents unconscious before resuming its hunt. That was the last anyone saw of the woman.
Hmm.
And that is all of her tale.
Interesting. This happened 50 years ago.
Indeed. I have the ring to prove it. She holds up her hand, which shows a wooden-looking ring. The inside kind of seems to be lined with a white fur, and it has like a sigil of two white like sea otters, kind of in like a yin yang style like circle.
Mafalk smiles with fascination. Can I ask if I can like check if it has any magical properties? He's not gonna take it or anything. It's just like pure curiosity.
You could roll a Arcana check to see if you might recognize what it is.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna roll that. Arcana, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a shit start. It's a 7.
It might have magical properties, or it might just be something, and this tale is just one of those odd tales that people tell to draw up, popularity or tourists.
Oh, I feel like he believes in the story considering this is literally the Ice Maiden at work. Like, in terms of, like, the, stars of the freaking Ice Queen. So I feel like, at least, he doesn't know how much the ring is proof of that, but he definitely believes in the tale itself. So I feel like my Falco will follow up, like he'll give her the ring. Like he's fascinated looking at it, but then he gives it back to her, and then he's like, no events of such has occurred since that day. Am I correct?
Take the ring and run.
What was that again?
Mafalk hands her the ring, like he was fascinated with it, but he gives it back. He doesn't believe, since he got a 7, he definitely doesn't believe that he doesn't like it could potentially be related in some way to the story she tells, but he definitely believes the story itself because it's very, very much coincidental to the whole icewind situation, you know? Like it seems like a very plausible thing that the Ice Queen could do. So he'll basically say, has any such occurrence happened after these 50 years? During this time?
Other than the long winter that we're going through, nothing similar to that tale.
Interesting. And nothing particularly weird has happened in these spots in general? I'm just curious.
I mean, many weird things happen in these parts, but in the likes of something like that story, no.
And what other weird tales have happened? A curiosity speaks. I'm curious, even though they're not as grand as the tale you have just told me.
Well,
I'm still curious to learn more about the events that have occurred in this village
well,
of yours.
the local mine has currently been shut down due to a bunch of dragonlings taking residence inside of it suddenly.
Dragonlings?
Yes.
What can you tell me about these dragonlings?
Let me see how much she knows about these dragonlings. It's dice time. No, get back.
Nice time, my favorite time of day.
Eh. That's an 8.
Oh.
Well, I know that given the name
Last time it's
dragonlings,
cancelled.
they
Come up.
they might be small, and they might breathe fire and have sharp teeth. And I'm glad they're at least in the mine and not in my father's inn here.
Mafalco, like, I don't want this to be very visible, but he'll have, like, a bit of a disappointed look to him because he was, like, hoping to get something out of her. Like, if
Like
he
a what?
agrees with her. What?
Like a what? You cut out.
Oh, I was saying that he is, like, it won't be noticeable, but he'll definitely have, like, a disappointed look on his face. Like, he'll...
Oh. Oh no. I have lost connection.
Not in any impending
There we
danger.
go. Now I'm back.
How critical is the situation, by the way?
Well,
If I may ask.
the mine is one of our main exports and main in general lines of business. So I would say it'd be relatively useful to have back up and running, but at the same time, with this everlasting winter here, it doesn't seem to be changing too much.
So what you're saying is that even if the mine situation got fixed, it would not be very useful because of the current...
It would make our situation in town probably better, but nothing exceedingly better.
I see.
It would give a lot
let
of
me ask
our now out of work workers something to actually do.
Let me ask you this. I'm guessing that you have some kind of offerings for the entity, the Ice Queen. Do you have any sacrifices you do here?
He said titty.
Just like one patron who's just half awake from his fucking drunken in a drunken
Yeah,
stupor.
I was imagining
He
that.
said titty.
The boss like, silence, fool. Anyway.
She's just like, I don't know what you said. I completely forgot because of the titty thing.
It's not a bit. It's not a problem. He basically asked if this village has this thing where they like give tribute, sacrifices, or whatnot to the Ice Queen.
She mentions that they sacrifice warmth. So one
Mafalco have like a puzzled face at that.
one night every, I believe, 10 days, they have to go the entire night without any fires to keep warm or any way of keeping warm.
I see. And I do have one personal question for you, if you don't mind me asking. How critical is the situation with your father? If I may ask, of course. If this is too incisive of a question, I will.
She doesn't know what to say, given the fact that it doesn't say anything in regards to why he's bedridden inside of the fucking campaign module. And I'm too lazy off the top of my head to make up some bullshit. So, you know what, if anything,
Lumbago.
he was he was walking on his way home one day, slipped and fell, slid on some ice down a slope, twisted his ankle, landed face first inside of a deep snowbank, and was stuck there for about like half an hour. And when they finally like pulled him out, he happened to have pneumonia. It's crazy. So he's got a twisted ankle and pneumonia.
It's so sad that he died from ligma.
Fortunate.
Yeah. That's not even the
What a
crazy
fucker,
part.
Man.
That's
that
not
guy,
even the
like,
crazy
got
part.
destroyed. Really?
Yeah.
So Mafalco asked this now. Like, he's like, do you have any leading figures in this village? Like a mayor or something?
Hold on, I have to pull up the fucker's name again. There we go. She mentions there is their town speaker, Oris, if I even said that right, Matthew. He is the declared speaker, although a lot of the town doesn't seem to care much for him.
So he has no power over the people here.
Not a lot of them.
And I'm assuming that there is a chance of somebody requesting the mine situation to be fixed around the spots. Do you think that's a possibility, young one?
What?
He's asking if like there's like basically somebody like if it's I'm trying to word this out. I think this is mostly my poor English, but what I'm trying to get at is there any figure in this city that would require like I'm trying to think of the word. I'm sorry.
Are you
Basically,
trying to set up a political assassination?
no. That would be beautiful, but there's no point here. Like they don't give a shit about the guy, so you know. My question is, I'll try to just say it in words, like general words. The idea was, is there any bounty, quote unquote, for basically fixing up the mine situation? Like, is there a potential of that? Because there was the moose situation on another side of things, like the last village.
Oh,
I'm wondering if there's something like that. Unfortunately, I don't know the word.
The reward is, from last she's heard, 50 gold pieces to anyone who can help rid the mine of the dragonlings.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yes. Indeed. Disembodied voice. Indeed.
Let's go back to the part where you said Tim. I like that part.
Regardless. I thank you for your time, darling. I'll see to my associates if they're interested in helping me fix this little mining situation then.
Good luck. And with
Thank
that,
you.
she goes back to her work and takes a broom and is pushing the drunk guy who's laughing over the word titty just out without really any effort. Just like she's done this for like the last few months, so she's used to it.
Good.
He's just like
Well, as
ragdoll on the floor.
as Mafalk exits, he like comments on the guy that's laughing. He's like, "Feckless fool," like under his breath, but that's what he's saying as he goes away. And
Fucking Gmod, like glitching into the ground.
Yeah.
you can hear like the thuds to like.
Yeah.
She's essentially pulling a Viscera cleanup, that game that was popular for a little while that no one cares about anymore.
Yeah.
So
I like watching that. No, I didn't.
after that, Mafalk will go up. What time is it right now?
It's pretty early in the morning still.
You know what? Fuck it. Mafalk will knock on the door where, like, actually no. Is that the? Does Mafalk have the same room as where Zanza sleeps?
I don't
I
recall.
believe we all got one. I think
Yeah.
we all got one room.
Yeah.
It was either
So-
one big room or two
We got
separate
one
rooms.
big room,
Okay.
because the only big room they had 2 beds, and we had an argument over who's sleeping on the floor.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that was what happened. You're right. And so then Zansa and Grimlar were like Zansa was sleeping on top of Grimlar, or Scotty's with the
Isn't
dog.
Grimoire outside?
Oh wait, yeah, I
was
forgot.
about to
Grimlar
Yeah.
was
ask,
outside. Yeah,
What trouble
Actually,
could
because of
I have
that,
gotten
this was
into?
gonna happen.
that's
This
right.
is-
wanna
so
know
no,
what trouble you
Zansa's
got
just
into?
like sleeping on the ground.
All right.
I have an idea.
Hold on. Bear,
Oh.
roll me a
Oh,
D100.
sorry.
Base
Christ.
waste?
I think I already know what this is going.
Oh no, Scoob,
Like zoinks!
Zoinks!
Zoinks, Scoob.
Let me know what you get.
D100's kind of
64.
scary.
Super
Scoob.
Mario 64.
64. All right. Cool. During the course of the night, hold on. Let me. Beautiful. During the course of the night, can you roll me a perception check?
Sure. One sec, I gotta get his perception skill pulled up.
Wait, I forget. Were
Is
the
a
dogs
plus
sleeping
2.
outside, or were they also in their room?
They were sleeping inside.
They were sleeping
That is
inside.
18 plus 2.
Okay.
Yes.
What type of would Bear leave the room for any particular reason during the course of the
Oh,
night?
well, he hasn't returned to the room, because they didn't let him enter town, because he didn't want to cause a panic in town.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
because
that's
you-
right.
Yeah.
So he just kind of explores the edge of town, looking for any more, like, buildings that look like no one's in them.
Okay.
So that's where you are, right? It's like around the town, but you're fairly visible if somebody comes looking for you, right?
I wouldn't say visible, because I blend into the snow.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to make a few perception rolls when I go out then. Because I was thinking since Zanza is still sleeping, Mafalk will just check on the bear, basically. Or she's still sleeping. He wants to see how the bear is doing and also inform him about a potential next thing they'll be doing. So Mafalk gets out of the tavern and goes out of the city, like the edge of the city, to look for the big bear.
Hold
We
on.
have to
Sorry,
roll perceptions.
I was checking some things. So Bear finds a place outside of the town in the middle of the net, or like kind of while everyone else is heading in, right?
What?
So while everyone else is inside the town, inside of a room, Bear manages to find like just a kind of forgotten, more or less just covered in snow, because that's why it's forgotten, place that is still relatively warm inside. During the course of the night. Hold on, I need another dice.
More dice.
More dice!
God,
Well,
my
it's
left
for the
elbow
dice.
is so swollen, I don't know why. Sorry. I'm just...
Did you roll perception check? I forget.
What?
Bear.
Pardon?
Did you roll perception check? I forget if you did or not.
I got 18 plus 2.
Awesome. Nice. During the course of the night, you hear relatively nearby the sound of a howl.
Uh-oh. Doggo time.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here.
So, does this forgotten building seem to have an entrance? Or is it just that buried?
It's that buried that it's mainly the entrance that you would have made digging into it. Otherwise, it looks like a very odd looking, just tall snow pile for the most part, other than the occasional wood piece sticking out for, like, the walls. Like, it's got enough buildup on top of it and around the sides of it that you really had to, like, kind of force your way through the snow to open the door.
Yeah, and how close does the howl sound again?
It's, I'd say, within 100 feet.
The bear not wanting to fight wolves, but also not wanting to startle the person that might be inside, because you said it's still warm inside, right?
It's relatively warm inside because it's not filled with snow.
Oh yeah, kind of like an igloo.
Yeah.
The bear would see if he can wriggle his way in there.
Roll me a wiggle check.
Can that be strength? Because I'm a chonky boy.
Sure. We'll make a strength-based acrobatics check.
Oh, an athletics check?
Acrobatics.
Oh.
So strength-based acrobatics would be a total of +5 for me instead of +3 for normal acrobatics.
Alrighty.
Whatever I roll, add 2 to it, because I don't know how to do a custom roll.
Yeah, that's fine.
Based and bear
I
kill.
got 6, so +2, that would be 8. I'm
Bear
gonna get
killed.
stuck, head down in the snow, and I'm gonna die to wolves.
Face down, ass up.
You do get your
Like a
belly
fucking
kind
queen.
of stuck. You aren't able to fully open the door enough to get yourself fully in. Let's see here. Hold on, let me pull up.
Very soon, I find you.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Well, thing is,
It's
funny
the
thing
fucking.
is, I can
oh,
kick as good as I
God.
punch.
It's the fucking Winnie the Pooh anal fucking article.
What?
What?
You haven't seen that?
No.
Oh my god, I gotta find it now.
I feel like I'm glad
Oh.
that I didn't, honestly.
Same?
I'm afraid.
Here we
I'm not
go.
gonna ask
Alright.
further, so what's happening next?
So, the wolves catch the scent of this stuck bear and start to make their way in that general direction. I'll give you one more wiggle check to pull yourself the rest of the way through into this barn.
Okay, I can't find it, but there's like a BuzzFeed article about like each
That's a 10.
fucking like stage
10
of
will do it.
anal, but Winnie the Pooh's expressions.
Nice.
I don't want to know about
It's ridiculously cursed.
So I got 10 total.
Yep. With 10, you get
That's right,
yourself
that one.
into this abandoned, snow-covered barn, and yeah, you can manage to get yourself in time before they can get to you.
I
How
would
noisy
immediately
are
close
the
the door.
wolves?
All right.
How noisy are the wolves, Dylan?
How what?
How noisy are they? Because like Mafalk is searching
This
for
was
the bear right
this
now.
was during the course of the night.
Ah, this is during the course. I thought it was during. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. But
So the wolves are gone at this stage.
yeah, but the wolves spend some time sniffing around the barn, unable to open the doors due to opposable thumbs being non-existent for
right.
wolves normally. And then they say, "Fuck it, stand on both legs, open." No, I'm kidding.
He's like, fuck it.
They're werewolves. Fuck you. Roll initiative. No. Yeah, they eventually give up the scent and continue on their way. The rest of the night is relatively uneventful. We flash forward to the morning. Zanza. Yeah, I remembered
Yeah.
your fucking name. is there anything you want to do in this morning as Mafalk is leaving to go find the bear?
Sleep.
Sounds good.
This is
There's people
relatively
fucking
soon.
singing outside of my dorm. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared.
In your actual real life?
Yeah, in like the real world, there's people singing like right outside my.
Is it? Are they like Christmas carols? Because if it's a Christmas
can't
carol, legally you have the right to punch all of them.
Oh, see, there is a Christmas war going on to see who can be the most annoying like November Christmas person.
Oh god.
Okay. I would
So,
burn
like, the
that school
question-
to the ground.
Oh yeah, no, for
What
real.
is
As a
it?
guy who was born on Christmas, it's like the most infuriating shit ever. But I did get an opportunity to fucking blast shit on my speakers, so it was okay.
Before we get to the actual search for Grimoire, what would the inside of the building be like?
It's like your the standard stereotypical like abandoned barn where it's got the wood for the hayloft where there's just a bunch of hay up there. Majority of it's, I guess, considered rotten given the humidity, the cold. Maybe not the cold would do it, but the humidity and general wetness from any sort of snow and melted snow that might have happened during the course of the long winter starting. It's kind of gone downhill. It's decent inside. There's some like actual dirt ground below you, but other than that, it's not like a 5-star hotel or anything.
Grimoire doesn't seem to mind. He's just happy he's not weenied the pood for wolves to attack him.
Understandable.
And essentially what he does is he just curls up and goes to sleep for the night. And then we get to the search for the bear later in the day.
Yep. Which is happening now, unless you have something else to add.
That's all I got.
Okay, since Dante is still sleeping, Mafalk will go outside because it's pretty fucking early. And you just go and outside of the city where the bear was last seen when him and Riscati were like interacting with the bear. I guess that I'm pretty sure that the footprints are still around, right? Or is there like constantly snowing?
It's
Does that work?
let me check the weather. And now the weather. It was steadily snowing. It wasn't like a heavy snow, but due to the fact that it was overnight, it's gonna be near impossible to find tracks.
Really? Okay.
You do at least know that bear probably wouldn't have gone too far.
You're cutting out.
Oh, I said you do at least know from past experience that bear probably would not have gone too far. There's
Yes.
always a chance.
Okay. Mafalco will just start like walking like calmly around. I'm imagining he'll have like his arms like like behind his back kind of deal, just like strutting around. He'll just be looking at the floor, looking if there's any like trace, like steps of him or other animals.
You can roll
potentially.
a survival check to try and track him.
Okay. Survival or survival.
I would say it's at disadvantage given the
Oh, it's
lack.
yeah, it's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Ah, no, you meant disadvantages, and okay. Oh, I got a 10.
Nice.
Is that good enough?
It's a decent roll, but it's not enough to really gain any sort of idea of where bear went.
Okay, so how do I go around this? Like, he's gonna search for him, so... I guess I can do multiple, like, perceptions or whatnot. Don't think that's how it works.
Mafalk will how much time is he gonna put into this? Like, is he gonna take all day if he needs to looking into this, or?
No, I'd guess like he'd give it like an hour or two, at best.
Okay.
Because it's very early in the morning anyway, so he knows that Zanza will still be having her fucking beauty sleep or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm like, these are the two people, or Scotty's out of the picture because he was like fucking destroyed last night. So
Wait, would Mafalk see all the snowmen?
Oh yeah, that's
oh,
right.
you have been doing snowman, yeah.
So there's a trail of snowmen.
And Mafalk will be like, that is.
My folks looking at the ground the entire time, having trouble trying to find any sort of like footprints or fur or anything to
Yeah.
try and track this bear man, and then suddenly comes face to face with this really Teal. I need you to roll for how well
Snowman
put together
building.
these snowmen are. Yeah,
How manly
I
the
need you
snow
to
is.
roll for quality.
Can this be with strength because he makes the best snowballs because he passed them down?
Sure.
I
Alright.
want to also make like a check that is basically since you mentioned that he'll like suddenly notice the snowman. I want to see if he just face plants into a snowman because he's too distracted.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Let me see if I'm gonna smack my face against one or if I'm actually gonna.
Yeah, just roll a perception check.
14. I think that's enough for me not to smack myself against the fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he like stops right in front of it, like. What? Like as he looks at it, he sees a bunch of them around. Like he's like, "This is peculiar." And he starts like like curiously looking at like where they lead. Basically, he's like walking around, like looking at them, like almost like he's studying them. And he's actually very impressed, thinking, "Could this be? Actually, no, it can't be. I haven't seen any children around these parts. I don't understand." Like he's gonna make these types of comments as he's like walking.
The check for the snowmen was a non-natural 20, by the way.
These are
Yeah,
some
he's very impressed.
top-notch
He's very
snowmen. Like, you're pretty sure that they only look like snow. It's probably with how nicely padded
Wait.
down everything is. Technically ice.
They're snow bears.
Other snow bears.
Snow Winnie the Pooh.
Mafungo like put his fingers on one of them and be like, the craftsmanship is remarkable. Since it's on 20, like I'd imagine it's very good.
Yeah.
He's still like
Pebbles
yeah.
for the eyes, and it's just perfectly smooth.
Yeah, Mafalk's like testing it with his hand, like basically like going across it, like light enough not to like damage it in any way, but like just enough to be like, that's impressive. This is no child's work. Didn't see anyone here though. And he's like keeps walking towards like, I'm guessing that Grimoire has made these snow bears like as the road goes to his like
Yeah, it
location,
like
right?
leads
Yeah.
directly to the place. As you arrive, you do see the last snowman does have like a yellow spot towards the bottom, but ignore that. Besides that, it leads to this door that's kind of been dug out.
Fuck will smirk at it and just go near it and like knock at it, like with the backhand knock kind of deal. A few times.
There would be most likely the sound of Grimoire scrambling awake because he was
Mafalk-
asleep.
Yeah, Mafalk will be like, "Bear, are you there?"
Grimoire on doors and attempts to walk through it.
Oh.
Do I need to make like a reaction check of some sort? Just
What was
blast
that?
through.
The connection cut out for a second.
Grimlar, having just been startled awake by the knocking on the door, forgets his training on doors and attempts to walk through it.
Sure.
My fox right there knocking. So so should I make like a reaction check of some sort?
First, I want Bear to roll a improvised attack, as it's kind of just like
Okay.
a full body charge, but it's not.
So that would just be strength.
Yeah.
That is 13.
Ow.
Roll damage.
It would be unarmed, so it would just be
Oh,
his
yeah.
strength plus 1. That's 4 damage.
All right. Mafalk knocks on the door.
wait.
Oh.
Monk dice.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you forget that you're a monk?
Hang on.
Do I have to roll dex on my hand?
We don't know yet.
Well, we gotta see if we break the door.
Oh,
God,
okay.
my D&D Beyond is melting. I still got 4 damage, I think. Oh wait, no, I got 6 damage.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Mafalk, I need a dex save.
Okay. Oh no. That's a 4.
Oh,
man.
god damn it.
So, Mafalk knocks on the door. The bear
Well, can you
inside.
hear me?
The bear inside, suddenly awakened by this, and forgetting that handles are a thing he needs to use, just walks straight up to the door and continues to walk kind of through it, knocking the door off of the hinge it was on, and kind of just pushing Mafalk into the snowbank-esque wall, like half wall, that was directly behind it.
Mafalk will see the
Bear.
fucking door going close and close. He'll be like, no, 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 no.
Bear,
I
upon
haven't.
finally exiting the building, does not see Mafalk anywhere, but just sees a door and heard Mafalk somewhere.
Mafalk walks straight forward across the door.
Yeah, you can hear Mafalk muffle, like an angry muffle.
This would most likely be after he gets across the door.
Yeah,
He's
this
still in
is
a
the
straight
aftermath. He's angrily like
So
muffling.
Mafalk is like imprinted into the snow.
Yeah, he's very like.
And Grimlar goes like, oh, turns around and picks up the door off of Mafalk.
It's like cartoon style, like in the snow,
Yeah.
like very very angry at the bear.
Grimlar waves to him and offers a hand to help him up.
Mafalk angrily grabs the bear's hand and pulls himself up.
How fast can I pull him up without dislocating his shoulder?
Whoa.
It depends on a strength or no.
Roll high
'Cause-
enough and you might get to dislocate his
'cause-
shoulder anyway.
God damn.
Grimlar does not know that you all are fragile yet, because he almost knocked Mafalk out. He didn't fully knock him out.
Just enough to piss me off.
That's a 19 plus 3.
Oh my god.
I get to save myself in some way.
Yeah, we'll make it a con save. So
Lovely.
two of a wizard's most renowned saves.
Yeah. Can't wait. See what I get. Oh, I got a 9. Wow.
Amazing. Is that before or after mods?
After mods. It's a fucking 7 plus 2.
Yeah.
Mafalk fucking dies.
Hold on. Let me roll a.
You're gonna kill me before we even do a real
shit.
session.
You had a rest. You're fine.
I just have a dislocated shoulder, that's fine.
So, after being kind of just stamped into the snow, the bear lifting you up, you do hear a very loud pop noise, and it hurts for just a second, and then it feels really good.
Aw.
He popped your shoulder for you.
Chiropractics.
Motherfucker's like, just roll with it. He's just like, he's so down with everything here. Like, I just started my day. He'll like look at the bear and be like, Are these your work? Like he'll be pointing at them with his thumb, like behind him.
Grimlar nods confidently.
He's like, ugh. Regardless of this rude awakening, I must say that I must compliment your craftsmanship, Bear. I'm quite impressed.
Think. Had fun?
So what have you been up to? Other than the art project you've been up to? I've been
Wolves.
at. What was that?
Try get in house, get stuck. Wolves?
You were ambushed by wolves?
Get in house before wolf, but wolf here when stuck. But escape.
Yes, like as he says yes, he kind of like ruffles around his like fur, and he's like looking at him. It would seem so. You have no bite marks or claws at you yourself. I would assume so. Oh, Bear. I'm assuming that you're not too busy at the moment. Or am I wrong?
Grimnar no busy. Wait for Scotty buy things.
That will be a bit of a complicated situation. Scotty fell ill for the time being, so he's taking a big rest. So he won't be able to join and do his part of the bargain that you struck with him yet.
Is okay. If no die.
Yeah, I don't think he will. It didn't seem too critical. However, we might have a little task on our hands, Bear. We still need to
Yes,
wait
can
on
help.
our... Oh, that's lovely. It will have to do with the mines. We need to do with some dragonlings, or whatever they're called. And,
Small lizard.
yes, that is what I've gathered from the informant. We still need to
Okay.
talk about... we still need to talk to Zanza to get her out of here as well. I believe it's like Mafalk will look at the sky. Since I can't do a watch check because watches are not a thing. So, time reference? Can time be referenced from the sky, or is it pointless?
Xanta's
Well,
probably awake by now.
Okay. Mafalk will be like, I believe that at this stage he will probably have awoken from her. What did you call it? A beauty sleep. So, I think it's
Sleep beauty.
I wouldn't get too into that now.
The
However-
irony being she can like change her shape at will, so beauty sleep is pointless.
Yeah. However, Mafalco will say, I would stay here for the time being, Bear. And in a few, we will both come back and we will go to the mines. I will be.
Grimlar. Oh, sorry.
No, go on. Say your thing.
Grimlar immediately gives a big thumbs up
Hmm.
and offers a snowball to Mafalk.
Mafalco will be like I imagine that like the snowball is passed right in his face, kind of situated like slowly, and Mafalco.
It's like
will
inches from his face, and it's patted down like the snowmen, so it is almost solid ice.
Yeah, Mafalco, so that's how I imagine it too. So like as Mafalco is watching it, I wouldn't say with disgust, but you know like that kind of like holier than thou look that some people give, like the snobby look. He'll look at the snow that way. And then he'll put his two fingers on the snow and he'll push it towards Bear and he'll say, I think that this is better used for your sculptures, Bear. I will be busy
Alright.
talking with Zanza and we can organize this little situation. I'll talk to you later.
Grimoire gives a nod at this and fashions the tiny snowball into a tiny snow hat for one of the snowmen.
Beautiful. So Mafalk will be walking towards the inn. I'm guessing Mafalk is not encountering anything, right, Dylan? Maybe before that?
Let's find out, shall we?
A 1.
Da-da-da.
A 3.
Fucking Ice Queen shows up and kills me.
85.
85 wolves.
I'm so angry.
What does 85 mean?
It means on your way back, you're about 15-20 minutes from the barn back to the town. A blizzard kicks in.
A blizzard.
A motherfucking blizzard.
God fucking damn it.
I never
Well, I have
said
to-
it would be
actually-
creatures.
Actually, question. Can I use my teleportation skill to just bamf closer to the town?
I believe you can, yeah. Are you talking about the,
I have two teleportations if I recall correctly.
One
One is
I know
the
is-
only one that I can use.
One I know is from your race. The other
Yeah, one is like
is the spell. Misty
yeah.
Step.
So which one pushes me the farthest away? Like which one sends me closer to the town?
Hold on, I'd have to pull up your character sheet in order to check it.
It's spells, right? That's where I have to check.
Yeah.
Misty Step sends you 30 feet. But it's a bonus action.
I mean, do bonus actions actually matter
No,
in this
but
situation?
like
That's not a
they're
fight.
cool.
Oh no, absolutely. But I'm just wondering how it will work in just like an open situation like this.
No, it's just like a 30-foot.
It would just move you
So
30
is
feet.
Misty Step better or the other one?
I don't know what the other one is.
It was the Raven Queen thing.
I believe it's still
remember?
technically
The
Misty Step.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I guess 30 feet.
Trying to find.
I don't know. I don't know where it is, so I can't deny or confirm.
Where is stupid weather? Book, give me the stupid weather.
What?
I'm
Well,
trying to
well.
find the
Oh yeah,
information.
it's 30 feet. Yeah. I use the Misty Step. Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, okay.
How far am I from the city?
You're about 15 to 20 minutes.
So that's like.
More than 30 feet.
No, definitely more than that for sure. But like.
But like, maybe it's a really, really slow walking. 20 minutes.
Here
Maybe
we
it's
go.
60 or something.
6. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's
Blizzard.
my assumption. Maybe it's more, or maybe it's less. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's probably like close to half mile.
How much is a
Awesome.
mile? It's like 1,000 or like 100?
5,000 feet.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's actually 5,600 something because, you know,
Yeah, I
American
get you.
is stupid. So fucking dumb.
Yeah, let's not get too into it.
I'm just gonna start screaming and crying.
Can I use Misty Step only once? Since I'm not in a fight?
Your racial ability one, I believe it's only once. As for the spell itself, you can use it for as many spell slots you have available to cast it.
I
Like
have
once.
full like spell slots it seems, because I didn't use any last time. I was in a fight where I didn't fight basically.
Yeah. Let's
So I
see.
technically have all my slots.
Here. Alright. With the blizzard, here's some of the effects.
Yeah.
Howling winds will be limiting your hearing range to. Wait, hold on. A blizzard's howling winds limits hearing to a range of 100 feet and imposes disadvantage on ranged weapon attack rolls. That doesn't matter much. It also imposes a disadvantage on perception checks that rely on hearing. Any open flames, fogs, tracks in the snow, and any sort of. Well, it extinguishes all that. Any sort of flying by non magical means is impossible. And if you are flying by non magical means, when one starts, you pretty much immediately fall at the end of your turn. Visibility is reduced to 30 feet. Creatures without goggles or other eye protection have disadvantage on perception checks based on sight due to the snow. Let's see. And that's concentration on a spell. We don't need to care about that because it's just you wandering. It's easy to veer off course while traveling through blizzard. Easy for party members to get separated from one another.
I mean, we're already separated, so that doesn't matter. Actually, a question. How far am I from Grimoire's thing? How far did I go before this triggered?
We'll say about 5 minutes, not too far.
Because I'm considering that it might be better for me to basically walk and grabbing onto the snowman that lead me again to Grimoire just to go into his hut and wait off the store.
Yeah.
That might be for the best. And then Zanza has her own little side episode while Mafalk and Grimlar survive the blizzard.
I guess. I mean, it's mostly gonna be Mafalk. I'm pretty sure that fucking Grimoire is fine with the blizzard.
I mean, yeah, Mafalk surviving while Grimlar just kind of like chills.
Picking snowmen in the
I
blizzard.
was about to say, he's just
Why are you
outside
so-
collecting all the blizzard snow for snowmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. Mafalk is just gonna be like, ah, fuck this. And he just turns around and starts grabbing onto snowmen for indication because the blizzard cannot stop the tactile senses, so he'll just be grabbing onto like the direction in which the snowmen were, even if he can't see proper. Or just keep
He's gonna
going.
touch the yellow snow.
Yes, he will. I think it's better than what
Disgusting.
disgusting. But yeah, he'll be going through that. I guess he'll be
Listen, it
going
was
for
the
the.
wolves, not me.
We don't know that.
At least he made a lot of snow bears, so at least I can go through those.
Yeah. Alright. Well, yeah, Mafalk makes his way back to Grimlar just as the blizzard kicks into full gear. And with that, we'll go to Zanza while these two ride out the blizzard. She is also technically in the blizzard, but at least she's inside. Is there anything in particular Zanza would like to do?
So obviously Zanza like wakes up and realizes that Mafalk is not there, and or Scotty's like sick, so she doesn't feel like dealing with him getting all like man cold-y, you know.
Yeah.
So she gets up, she like makes sure Scotty's fine, and then leaves. Because again, she's not dealing with that shit today. Takes her book and heads out into the lobby and looks to see if she can find any interesting characters to like interview.
Interesting.
Let's see. So, heading down to the lobby, she sees the teenager with, like, still pushing with the broom, the drunken man, but the blizzard has started to come in, so she's
Good.
kind of, like, sighs, rolls her eyes, and stops pushing him. Is like, all right, fine, you could stay.
So the drunken man's chilling, he's having a great time.
Yeah,
Still drunk.
He stumbles his way up to a table and just continues to sit there.
Is he drawing like pictures of boobs on the table?
No, he's hanging out. He's got breakfast put in front of him, and he's just
Aw.
kind of like, he's trying his best to use the fork, but he keeps missing his mouth.
Oh no, now I just feel bad.
No, I don't. You
Why
kept
did I
making the
create
pity
this
jokes.
guy? I made this guy, and now he's not. Oh, well, I guess that's not like my concern, but but still. So it's just the teenage girl and
The teenage girl, this drunk man, technically her father, who's in a different room entirely.
Yeah.
Not to mention, you still have Scotty technically in the room as well.
You just go fucking like yell at Rune, be like, "Hey, I want to wake up her Scott." I mean, like, I might text Rune and we could do something later, but not right now.
I mean, you could check on him, but
Yeah,
I
but,
won't.
like, I'll do that.
I won't be able to
That'll
do
be
anything for in his
DM
character,
purpose.
but in his like delusional state of like sickness, possibly something, but nothing he would necessarily remember.
Right, yeah. I'll text him about it like later and we can do some like between session conversating or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way. Because I like watching you suffer. Zansa goes over to the drunk man and sits down. It's like, so what's got you like this at this time in the morning? Morning? Afternoon? What time is it? It doesn't matter.
Tequila.
Say that one more time.
Tequila.
All right. Can you spell that?
He
T
said tequila.
H
The bad connection
A
makes this so much better.
Yeah, it actually makes it very immersive.
T.
All right.
Right.
So,
He just spells the word that.
oh, that.
Yeah.
Uh, does he point to anything, or does he just say that?
You told him to spell that, and he's like half drunk, half hungover.
Oh, what a dickhead! Oh.
I mean, he was laughing
She
at the
said
word
dick.
earlier.
Fuck you. Alright, so she's like, she immediately has enough of this guy.
Oh, that was fucking quick.
And like gets up and just like gives him like that smile that you only give to people that you're very much so not happy with, and then turns to go talk to
The Karen
literally
smile?
anyone else ever. Yeah, the Karen smile. Yeah.
So you talk to the other single person in this room.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which is
the
the
only other
teenager.
person.
Yeah.
The teenager is hard at work, trying to keep hard at work. But
Zansa walks up and is like, "Hey, anything I can do to help? Seeing as we're all trapped in here together."
she thinks for a moment, and she says, "If are you good at cooking?"
Oh man. Well, isn't that a interesting question that you ask me right now? I certainly would have the piece of paper that tells me how good I am at things pulled up immediately. And
You are just on
and
top prepared today. It's amazing.
I
Usually
know,
it takes you a
thanks,
while
man.
to pull up anything.
I know it's not like I forgot the name of D&D Beyond like 3 times and loaded up the wrong website.
No,
Alright.
not at all.
Absolutely not.
What would cooking be? Would that be wisdom?
I would say it'd be wisdom, yeah.
Okay.
But
Like,
what?
like a
Could I
survival
make
check.
like a survival? I just like, well, I mean, I'm not the best cook ever, but I mean, I've done it at least once.
She thinks for a moment. She's like, "That should be fine." She's yet to see the fault in what is probably going to be the worst decision she would ever make. And so she takes Zanza to a kitchen area, sets her up with some relatively normal breakfast food, like some bacon, eggs, and the likes, and says, there's not many of us in here at the moment, so just like 5 or 6 plates of just some general breakfast should do. If you need any help, just let me know. I'll be in the other room cleaning.
Okay. You won't regret this, I swear.
She leaves the room as she says that.
I swear you won't regret this.
All right, roll me some cooking checks. I'm asking for all the non-official fucking rolls tonight.
All right. 12. 17.
Oh.
Those are not bad.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
5. 14.
Those are a lot of good ones, though.
12. All right, that's 6.
Okay, that 5 one is not great, and the 6, but there was like a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Her
the 6 wasn't
first-
real. I was just saying that's 6 rolls.
6 rolls, okay.
Her first meal comes out decent, a lot better than she expected. The second one,
Yay.
after her first meal that she made, turns out even better. Her third one, having learned from her mistakes, nails it perfectly. But then she gets too overconfident and manages to somehow burn the eggs,
Oh, God.
while also undercooking the bacon too much.
Oh, no.
Bacon sushi.
Yeah.
God.
Pass me
damn,
that soy sauce.
After that disappointment, she gets back on track with the rest just being relatively decent. But nothing
Nothing
will
to write
ever
home about.
top her third meal that she made here. Which, if she
keeps-
wants, she could
keeps
keep
the
for
best
herself.
one.
Yep, I
Yeah.
called it.
Yeah. I was already writing it in her notebook as you were saying she could keep that. Yeah. Yes, she does. She's still a rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's what she's doing while Mafalk and the bear are wizard or are having their fun times in the cabin in the woods.
They're fighting for survival.
Nothing bad has ever happened in a cabin in the woods.
You know what?
Never.
Just to spite,
Just the spite?
would ask. Well, no, out of character. I think this would be really funny. Grimoire would ask, "Did bring blanket?"
No, I did not bring blanket, bear. Was a bit busy trying to
Grimoire lays
survive.
on him.
Oh. Oh no! Not again!
No freeze.
How does he lay on him? Is it just gonna crush me?
Not crushing him, like laying next to him, so he
Ah,
doesn't
okay.
die.
Okay. Mafalk will be skeptical at the beginning, but then he'll just let it go.
Right.
Doesn't
The,
like that level of physical camaraderie.
True, but he also doesn't like frostbite on all his limbs.
Yep. That's kind of the reason why he accepts it.
After about half an hour or so, maybe more, of Xantha's cooking, the teenager finally comes back once Xantha finishes all her meals, and she says, "How'd it go?"
You know, the Ice Queen herself would fear my cooking skills.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Could be
that
both
one.
positive or like
That
a
line.
this was more like a negative.
That's the line that I choose. Yes, that one.
It sounds more negative than actually positive.
She kind
She
of
fears my cooking, my abomination of.
She fears my neurotoxins.
laughs and looks over the food, and she says, "Well, at least it looks good."
Yeah, there definitely wasn't any mistakes in there that I threw out.
Excuse me, what?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, why don't you bring up one of these two? Don't you have one more of your friends up there in the room? Are they okay?
He just seems to have come down with cold.
Kiss come down with the sickness.
Yeah, he's getting up, down with the sickness. He's up, down with the sickness. Madness was a gift that was given to him.
What?
Who would give such a gift like this?
Drowning deep in his sea of loathing. Yeah, I will bring up one of these meals to him. Sorry about all of this. And she just like grabs it and leaves.
Being stricken with these words, which was another disturbed pun for you. She kind of just questions
I'm so angry.
everything. Yeah, you better be. And then just shrugs and goes
There's no doubt,
about her
unfortunately.
work.
Would you say she's stupefied?
She's definitely stupefied. She might have to call the Sons of Plunder to see if they can help her.
Just in the
Oh
sounds.
my god.
She's gonna have to go and listen to the sound of silence for a while.
Ah, damn it! I was gonna say that.
Think of that. Think on everything.
Dude. What a
I
good-
mean,
what
at
a
least
good
she
man.
wasn't disturbed.
We both missed that pun. I'm so mad. Oh. Well, that was cursed. Yeah, so Xantha takes Meal to her Scotty.
Yeah.
Make sure he's doing okay. He's probably not, but it's okay.
He's definitely still passed out. If a Dragonborn could sweat, he definitely would be.
Cute.
He does, instead of feeling warm to the touch, feels oddly cold.
Oh. That's not great.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not.
Xantha knows no magic, so she just like takes one of the dogs and just kind of like sets it on his chest and hopes that helps.
He
It didn't.
he remains to feel relatively cold, but the dog doesn't care.
Yay!
And that's all that
Problem
matters.
solved.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. And with that, we'll end the full RP session,
Yay!
and hopefully,
Okay.
That was fun. I liked that.
Yeah.
about
Enjoy.
3 hours later, the blizzard ends, and we will pick up with the group, hopefully reforming and deciding on if they're just continuing to the next town as originally planned, or if they're gonna
Or-
slack off more for fun.
And get some money.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the mine thing is a good idea from the perspective of this. This counts as one of the towns, right?
Yeah.
You realize how mad
It is
Rune
one of
gonna
10
be?
towns.
I don't care because he's
Rune is
gonna like.
be pissed if we end up doing another side quest.
It's not a side quest though. Like the
They'd be
whole
like,
point
we've
is getting.
spent over a year and we haven't started the main quest yet.
No, it's
To be
And we're
started.
doing another side quest.
To get the good graces of all the towns.
I mean, it's not technically a side quest. I just think it's funny that like how angry we all get over the fucking argument of like where to go. I think
I'm
it's
just
pretty good.
generally curious. Even when we talked about the moose, like Dylan was talking about how much that was like a sidetrack thing, and I'm like still wondering why.
I mean, to be fair, I think that the moose thing was only supposed to take like 2 sessions, and I think it took us like 7.
It did.
Yeah, that's
it
all,
really did.
That could be it. Yeah, but I feel like it still should be important considering that that's one town we got good graces from, right?
Yeah,
It's true,
you've
they
got
do
good
love
graces from there. That's for sure.
It doesn't count. Like, isn't
No,
that one
it
of the
counts.
towns?
Yeah. Like, the whole point of the first act of the campaign is more or less to travel from town to town, help them out where it might need to be. But I call it such a huge sidetrack because you guys were like pretty close relatively to where you originally were set to go, to continue this main quest, and then you're like, wait a minute, there's a fucking moose across that pond? Fucking, let's steal a boat, let's go.
Oh my god, I forgot we never gave the boat back.
No, you stole a
Were we
boat.
supposed to?
Yeah, and y'all had Grimlar store it somewhere, so I think only he knows where it's at.
Oh yeah, only Grimlar
Yep.
knows of them. I forgot we stole it from that dickhead dwarf guy. Yeah.
I mean, was it ever intentionally like we were gonna bring it back? Cause like with Falk,
I don't think
think
we were.
the
I
other
don't think
one.
we were planning on bringing it back because we thought.
Yeah, it
the
didn't
dwarf
sound
was
like
cool.
it doesn't sound like something we were planning to do anyway.
No, I don't think we were. I forgot about that, and that's really funny.
That secret will die with the bear.
We're gonna
Where?
get back to
Bear
yeah.
boat.
We're gonna have to get like the good graces of that town at some point, and the only context they're gonna have for our like deeds is gonna be like the fact that we stole a fucking boat that one time.
Well, do they know it was us?
Maybe.
I mean,
I
it
don't.
doesn't
I don't
matter
remember if we
ultimately
passed or
because
failed that stealth check.
The bear
'Cause-
will like the secret will die with the bear.
Yeah, because
The bear is the only one that knows.
when it happened, I think that's when y'all met Grimlar. Was when y'all were getting the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. This Grimlar
Yeah, we were
just-
setting up
His
anyway. and you
Grimlar
showed up.
swam.
I don't think
Yeah.
Grimlar even knows still that it was stolen.
He does.
No, I don't think we told him. Yeah. How
I mean,
mad
So
would
y'all
doesn't
might
Grimlar
have
to
to
be?
settle
know.
that before returning to that town, because he might just blurt that out.
Yeah, that boat that we stole. No,
Yeah, I
I'll,
think
I'll
Grimlar
have
didn't.
to rewatch the fucking streams and figure it out.
It's too busy. Yeah, I think Grimoire was too busy like judging Zanza's swimming skills on that session.
Oh my god, I forgot I fell into the water like 3 times.
Oh yep, I remember
I
well.
was tempted to swim down after whatever's in that lake and beat it up.
Oh yeah, now we know that it was like it wasn't at fault at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
No,
would
I
have
think
gone
we-
against your character's like whole motivation based on what happened later with your character as well.
Yeah.
That's a good thing that you didn't do that.
That would have been a defining moment for Grimlar, swimming down to murder an innocent creature.
Yeah, the one that you would be protecting.
Listen, I was just gonna take its lunch money.
Of
I think
course.
my
fair,
favorite
yeah.
fact is that
Well, they
it's still
all say.
technically out there terrorizing the boats.
Yup, yeah, we didn't solve that issue either. Man, we're really bad at this.
Next time we sail, we'll probably just chat with it and like say, "Hey, bitch, shut the fuck up."
Of the like 3 towns you guys have been to, I think it's 4 technically. Of the 4 towns you guys have been to, you have helped 1. Technically 2, in a way, but not
Well, look.
fully the first one.
Look,
Because like you did go fishing,
Gen-
and you did give that
genius
one
takes
person the notes on what you saw of the lake monster, but that was all you did in terms of help.
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem like we were equipped to stop the monster, though. Like, I don't see how we could have been equipped to stop that monster necessarily.
I don't think we were supposed to.
Yeah.
I think now we're supposed to go and talk to. I think that's the play.
Yeah, now we got the backstory about the bitch that made
Yeah,
the
we gotta
monster.
like bring Hank. We gotta like let
Also-
Hank take a break from his job running our inn.
Yeah, we also have the skull of the bitch that forced the animals to do whatever she wants them to.
Yeah,
kinda.
so then we'll have a
head.
sentient dinosaur. bug.
Grimlar has that head.
Yep.
Okay, I have a quick statement.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have an announcement.
Y'all remember when Grimlar accidentally extorted the first town speaker?
No?
Go
Extorted
on,
them
yeah,
for
the cookies.
instead of money?
Oh yes, I do. Yeah,
What
yes,
about
What
I
if
do
we
remember
did
that.
that
Sorry.
again, but for actual money?
I mean, I feel like if it messes up, we can just be like, sorry, he's a bear. He doesn't know better.
Does Grimlar understand the concept of currency?
I mean, he understands that he gives the shiny, chewy things to people when he gets stuff.
Also,
we
I
think-
feel
Fair
like it could be like a thing because if you remember, there was a very aggressively talking about how he's gonna teach him about economics, basically, like how money is dealt with, if I recall correctly. In one
Yeah,
of those.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
just yelling at him of how many things he's going to teach him. We
Yeah,
didn't
and I
go
feel
over
like
any of them.
And now is the perfect
yeah, so I feel
time.
like
Oh, learn.
yeah, it's solid.
We've got 4 hours in this
we-
barn
Oh,
with
wait a
just the
minute.
2 of us. Why not me teach you?
Would we end up trapped in the barn because more snow?
Oh
You're a
God.
bear.
Yeah, but Mafalk's
Yeah.
a person.
Yep, I'm
Yeah.
an elf.
But you're a bear.
Ew. Fuck. I didn't realize you were an elf. Now I hate you.
Nah, you would.
It's okay. I forgive you, I guess.
Technically, he's
You're
a
not even a
Shadarkai,
proper
which
race.
is why
Shut up.
technically he's
That's true.
a Shadarkai, which is why he's so grumpy all the time.
Oh.
Smells like bitch in here.
I mean, Grimlar's just saying what the rest of us are too afraid to.
I mean, I was the only character that hasn't died once in the session, so
You came
Nice.
You've
close.
also avoided getting
I
in
came close, but
the
I've never
room with the
fallen
druid.
yet.
I think
never
Xantha's the one who's eaten shit the most so far.
Oh, absolutely.
Which does
without
make
a
sense,
doubt.
she's a rogue. Yeah.
Mine was mostly a retort to people calling me a bitch, considering I'm literally the only one that hasn't fallen once. Like,
That's
I've been
facts.
close to it, but never
Yeah,
fallen.
Mafalk is like... Mafalk is like the de facto combat, like, champ so far.
Yep.
I think it's kind of funny that we're all calling him a bitch.
Yeah. I've been tactical and still very efficient. And I remember pulling, like, really good moves in 2 fights. I was
Yeah.
really good with those. 2 of them.
Listen,
not
if
all.
it wasn't a banshee, the tree would have killed it. I'm just saying that
Fact,
right now.
True. And if it wasn't a fucking banshee, I wouldn't have gotten one shot. Oh, I just keep getting one
Same.
shot. That's my problem.
If you
All
guys
'cause
didn't
of
have the mummy,
goddamn Screech. Yeah, if we
Fact,
didn't have
yeah.
the mummy, we'd have all died.
Dude, when the
Well,
banshee
for
came
Scotty
back, I
and-
was like, oh god, it's TPK time. Like,
To be fair, Scotty and Mafalk were at full health, so maybe there was a chance. Who knows?
True.
no,
but
I thought
think it's a
Scotty got downed. Remember?
No, he didn't. He was
No,
running toward.
he got banshee screwed.
yeah, or Scotty was
No, that
on
was
his
another
way.
fight.
Or Scotty and Mafalk were
Yeah,
the
that
only
was the
2 left
previous
standing.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
Grimlar who got KO'd them?
Yeah,
it was
Grimlar
him.
and you
Oh.
both got KO'd.
Okay,
Yeah, we
sorry,
were
for some reason
both
I
at
thought it was
full
Scotty and Xantha got KO'd.
No,
I
or Scotty
No,
was
no.
on his moose.
That was
Yeah.
the druid.
Y'all and the druid got. Y'all in Riscati got down in the druid fight.
Yep, I do remember that.
Mafalk was in the hallway the whole time.
Which
Okay,
I
yeah.
did realize
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
shooting
Mafalk-
15.
soon afterwards. Like, I was rewatching it at work, and I was like, wait a minute. And I looked at her stat block, I'm like, oh, shit. I don't think I took into consideration the fact that she has resistance to her own ice attacks. So, like, the second part, she would have technically still been standing for more of that fight.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
But it's all
I mean-
it's all the narrative. It's all for the narrative. Don't worry.
oh for
Yeah,
the
but-
yeah.
Weren't we like still holding her down though? Like I was still like fully like palpitating in the shed. Like I was just still doing damage there if I recall
I mean,
correctly.
she could have cast that ice storm like one more time and fucked up the rest of the party for sure, and probably taken herself out. But at that point, it would have been a 50-50 of if she would have taken herself out with how much damage centered on herself.
She was still gonna
Brutal.
fall though.
Oh yeah, definitely. But she
Yeah,
would have
it-
possibly killed 1 or 2 of you as well.
Yeah,
That
she
would've-
probably like Xantha probably would have died knowing how lucky I am.
I mean, worst case scenario, I would have added you to the army. You know?
yeah, very true.
Yeah.
And then you'd have 2 new party members and 2 zombies.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't see where the negative is. We should have gone with that timeline.
Yeah. There's a reason why I'm trying to
Sure,
stay
but
as
y'all wouldn't
safe as
have the
possible
bear if that
with
happened.
Wait, why?
Because I was on like 10 HP when that happened.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. No, the actual twist is that neither Xantha nor Scotty die. Fucking Grimlord gets like triple nat ones and dies.
Instantly.
Mafalk is the only actually living party member. The rest are just undead, technically, from the rest for the rest of the
Yeah.
campaign.
That would
Yeah.
be pretty funny.
Like the new members of the
Large
team actually
fun.
come
They're
up and she's like,
extremely slowly falling apart and have to hide it from the towns.
yeah,
That would be a fucking hilarious.
I will say this
gimmick.
though, Mafalk would be extremely upset at this, um, considering that he literally chose all of them because he had this like revelation with his magical yellow sensing. He's like, oh yes, these people are powerful enough to help me on my quest, and now I have to drag their fucking corpses around.
Yeah. Yup.
It wasn't part of the plan.
That's what you
I
get
mean, it
for
was a side
hoping.
plan, but still. It was a plan B, but I didn't want to resort to this.
It's quite undignified.
Mafalk is like,
Indeed.
I'm in the wrong timeline.
Time paradox. And there's
Yeah.
also a thing, I don't know how much Dylan has read of the backstory I gave him, but there is also a thing about him being upset about team deaths. But that's something that will be brought up.
Yeah,
whenever it's
Hopefully-
I'm
like-
pretty sure I
hopefully,
read all of
you
it.
know,
I don't
probably.
remember for sure because it's been a while.
Yeah. I remember you read a piece of it and then, but work like kept you busy so you couldn't get back to it maybe.
Yeah, I want to say I found time
Okay.
and read all of it, but I don't remember for sure.
That's fine. It's yeah, it's good to know for like the stuff that you can use against me later as well, in terms
Yeah.
of like the horror parts and whatnot.
God, I'm already thinking of characters. I just like character
For if
creation.
Grimlar dies,
Yeah, I just really like the character creation process.
understandable. Have a great day.
All right, we're
Why do you think
1
on the
hour.
wood server I have like over 50 characters?
We are 1 hour and 46 minutes into this, so I'm gonna end the stream. Goodbye, people.
Man, I do love it when Nail Guy pulls out the robot noises.
Beep
Yeah.
boop bitch. I'm ending the recording. Bop.
No,
Wow,
don't leave
wow.
me! Please don't leave me! Oh God, please!
We're in his basement. Please help.
You think they care?
Oh, fuck.
They care if Grimlar dies.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like
I'm
Grimlar's
gonna have to
the-
redact that. I'm gonna redact that. You can't.
Grimoire is the mascot.
Spoilers, man.
Yeah, I
Spoilers.
feel like
gosh.
Grim. Whoa!
Grimlar's the party face, even if he isn't allowed in any town.
True. I feel like if we ever have like an actual decent sized audience, like they would be the most sad of Grimlar.
Hey, they'd be just as sad if y'all die. Y'all are important too.
Nah.
Honestly, I wonder if like whoever's watching people think that my character, because I play him as a bit of an asshole. So I wonder.
Well, I
if
mean,
people
he's an
actually-
elf.
Yeah, but I would have played him as an asshole even if he was human.
Understandable.
Yeah, the elf side isn't something I put in my roleplay.
No, I know. I make fun of elves. Like I'm not racist.
It's so
but,
easy
like,
to dunk
elves
on
suck.
elves.
I'm not racist, but
Yeah.
I'm not racist, but these
But-
fucking filthy elves.
Yeah, fucking send them back to their goddamn tree houses and make them pay for it.